So I was talking to myself today and I was like, self, you know, we're like really creative. So how come I'm not consistent? Like, I have such a hard time being consistent. Oh, and Siri even had to tell me the other day. So, story time. So I was sitting on the porch with my cousin. He was talking to somebody across the way. Like, one of the neighbors had came out and was like, "Hey, what you eating?" And he was like, "Oh, you know, da, da, da." So they started talking back and forth about um, what he was eating. I had my phone in my hand, and when I leaned up to put my jacket on, like the little table he was sitting at, Siri went off and was like, "You know, you can be an artist, comma, right?" And I was like, he was talking about barbecue. How do we? Okay, universe, real cute. Anywho, I have been like struggling for years trying to figure out what kind of artist am I for real. Because anytime tell somebody I'm an artist, they be like, "Oh, so you paint?" And I'm like, "Ew, I hate painting." No, but seriously, I don't be knowing how to describe it. I be like, I like to decorate stuff, and I do. I like to decorate like purses and phone cases and just rooms, houses, whatever. Like, I like decorating things. I like putting my artistic touch on something, you know? Painting to me is so like, it's tedious and it feels dramatic to me. And I don't want to do something that takes that level of dedication because I ain't gonna do nothing basic. So for me to paint, I know what kind of paintings I want to do, and I just don't have the patience to do it. And plus, it's just really not my favorite thing to do at all. I like glue and stuff. I like glue a lot. Like, a lot. I never ate it though. But I did make something recently that's not like decorating, but it's like crafting. I do like to craft. And so I made this. You can't really see it that well, but it's a dragonfly wing that I made into an earring. And so, this is not the final design by any means or stretch of the imagination. What I like to do is kind of make a prototype first so that I know how I want to approach whatever I'm trying to design technically. And then once I know how I want to approach it technically, then I go in and actually design it and make a second version that's usually like closer to the final version. And then I make a final version. So I have 4 more wings left. So I'm going to take the other wing and start to design it, because this was just to kind of see how I wanted to hook, if my drill was going to work, and like what shape I was going for, and like getting the resin and stuff right on it. So now I can go in and like actually start adding beads and charms and whatever else I want on these earrings, you know? Did any of that make sense? Where did that, how did we even get on this? How do we even